Scorers, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy, Sean Suge Amos. This is the Real Hooper Show, man. It's the Real Hooper Show, and we want to talk about the All-Star Weekend. I got my guy here. My guy, E. What's good with you, my boy?
What's good, bro?
Yes, sir. Man, and what was your favorite part of the All-Star Weekend so far?
Favorite part?
Favorite part?
It has to be All-Star Saturday.
All-Star Saturday, what was so great about that?
I enjoyed the 3-point contest. I think that was a good way to start off the Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk contest. I always enjoyed it. I always enjoyed the anticipation for the dunk contest. But the contest itself, yes.
They always let you know. I like the 3-point contest. The reason why I like the 3-point contest is because obviously Damian Lillard won. He wasn't my prediction. I had, at the top of the list, I had Con Kneppel, Devin Booker, and you know what? I went with the underdog. With Bobby Portis. Obviously, Bobby Portis let the underdogs down, but Devin Booker, he stayed in there with Damian Lillard. But the reason why I like what Damian Lillard did is it shows his resilience. It shows that he's been working. He's still in his bag. But I think he was a little cheat code there.
Why you say that?
I mean, he ain't used his legs all season. He was fresh. He ain't lose his legs. But I like his competitive spirit though. Like he let you know what time it is. So I like it. Donovan came out hot. I thought Donovan was going to take it. Pause. Yeah. He came out high. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
He got a swag, but then he cooled off.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize Donovan Mitchell, I believe, is the lead in 3-point made. He lead the league in 3 points made. So that's one of the reasons why I thought he would get there. Jamal Murray. This is what I was saying about this before. It's hard to win a 3-point contest if you have like a hitch, if you need a lot of motion to shoot the basketball. And it looked like to me, like Jamal Murray was shooting as if he wasn't trying to use a lot of energy. But once that clock started going down, he started shooting in game speed, and that's when he started making them.
I thought it was interesting how he had the announcer was saying he had his money ball rack at the top of the key.
Right.
Because that's where he has a pick and roll with Jokic. You can use it from the top of the key, and how shooting off the bounce is different than catch and shoot off the rack.
Yeah, for sure. Like a lot of guys who shoot really good off the bounce can't shoot with catch and shoot because they don't work on that a lot because it takes away from your workout sometimes. And for me, I mean, that's a good analysis. Like, hey, the pick and roll is at the top of the key. That's where he shoots. But as a person who trains, coach, and all that good stuff, I think it's easier to shoot straight ahead because you know everything is lined up. The 3-point from the corners, the maybe, I guess it's probably the shortest really. But yeah, I mean, I didn't mind it. That's like minor detail stuff. Like to me, like I'm gonna put my rack at the top. Like I don't care about that type of stuff.
Who has a favorite form? Like whose form?
Devin Booker's.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Lillard's. I think their forms is like picture perfect.
I thought Con Kneppel was kind of nice too, though.
Yeah, his is nice too. His is picture perfect. His is definitely Duke level.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always got some picture perfect forms. Like lot of just less motion. Just like they're just not moving around. They catching that God hand never moves. Snap of the wrist, ring finger, middle finger in the net. It's just consistent, man. It's just consistent. You know what it is, man? These guys are so good that we make it seem like it's easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like we make it seem like, man, if you get me a rack, I can knock at least 4 of those. I guarantee you would. I guarantee you the average Joe at your LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness, wherever you play at, if you gave him five basketball racks, I guarantee you he wouldn't be able to hit most of them.
Especially in the arena with that crowd.
That's another thing too. You gotta figure you got the arena, the crowd, and then you may say to yourself, oh well, they play in the NBA, that's nothing. Nah, it's kind of different when you in the game. You can get an easy layup. You know what I mean? You get your flow going. Nobody really paying you no mind. They kind of, somebody kick the ball to you, you wide open or whatever the case may be. It's a quick game shot versus, excuse me, versus everyone looking at you while you shooting the basketball. You know what I mean? That's completely different, man. So they make everything look easy, bro.
If you was in it, what's your favorite spot to shoot from? So like, what would you have put your money bar at?
Right wing. Right-handed, right wing. Yeah, that'd be that always my favorite shot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always my favorite shot. But I wouldn't have been in it because I couldn't shoot. I wouldn't have never been in it. Trust me. I'd have been line drives, hits. My legs would have been cooked by the third, fourth one.
But my father, I have a question about this. But why you think players like Norman Powell and Bobby Portis, they struggled in the 3-point contest, but in season they shoot pretty well?
Because it's different, right? Like I wouldn't have been. You don't have to shoot 25 3. I mean, how many threes they shot? 25, 27 with the extra money ball?
Yeah, bro. Okay.
Excuse me, guys. You know I got allergies right now, man. They don't have to shoot 25, 27 shots in a row. You know, they in a game, they in rhythm, confidence, flowing. Like if you shooting in this 3-point contest, and you miss like a whole rack, and you hear people like, oh, what the hell? Yo, I told you he was trash. You see your favorite celebrity laughing. You see your favorite celebrity, they recording that girl from the music videos or that artist that you like. You now that ball get heavy. That ball get heavier and heavier. You know, so it's a little different. And you can't redeem yourself with a layup. Like you can brick a 3 and come back down on the game and get a dunk. Let's go. You miss 7 in a row. Oh, he trash. What the hell? You on every meme now. You thinking in your head, damn, I'm on a meme. Now you try to adjust everything. But they professionals, they handle it well. But yeah, I think that's the difference. So you get your intensity. You had a lot of so you had your heart set on the dunk contest, huh?
I always do every year because I feel like that's the main event of the Saturday night. So it's always something to look forward to for me.
Man, look, I say this when it comes to the dunk contest. When it comes to the dunk contest, the biggest issue to me, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, is that you can see dunks elsewhere. Like when I was growing up, I was, a Dominique Wilkins doing a windmill was crazy. Only special jumpers can do that kind of stuff. If you so how I grew up, I only stayed in my neighborhood. So so maybe one guy can do it in your neighborhood. Other than that, you have to wait to see Dominique Wilkins do it again. That's how crazy. Like listen to that. Like one guy in my neighborhood could do a dunk, do a windmill. If you didn't see him every day, didn't see him every week, you probably didn't do it every month. You had to wait till Dominique Wilkins do it. So now you could click on YouTube and be like, look at this. Look, somebody doing a windmill in their backyard. You know what I mean? You keep rewinding it. It's the craziest windmill. Like, it's wild. So I think that's what takes away from the dunk contest. People are saying, should they get rid of the dunk contest? Should they abolish the dunk contest?
Nah, you can't get rid of the dunk contest.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the dunk contest.
You can't do that.
You got at least, I don't know though, man. Like, I think Jackson Hayes ended it for us. Like, Jackson Hayes did a LeBron dunk now. Like, LeBron could have did that dunk right now. I'm talking LeBron would have did the dunk in his sweats if he came to the shit. And he could. That's a warm-up dunk. You know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say that he wanted to do something else and got in the air and was like, I can't pull this off. Let's just dunk it. I think, you know what it was? I think you should get disqualified for stuff like that. Like real shit. I think you should really get disqualified for doing a dunk like that. Like, you just gonna come here and waste our time. And I think you should get a fine. Like, I think Jackson Hayes should got disqualified and got a fine for that dunk.
I ain't gonna lie. As a Lakers fan, I was kind of embarrassed.
You should be. You should be. In fact, I think the Lakers fans should wear Clippers. I think y'all should wear Clippers jerseys for a week. I'm dead ass. Like after that, first off, y'all haven't won a Laker dunk contest, a dunker in a dunk contest, a Laker player who dunks in dunk contest. Haven't won since Kobe. And that's y'all representation. The Lake Show, huh? The best organization in the NBA, huh? This is your product, really? I think y'all should. Listen, I'm gonna make this a big deal on social media. Jackson Hayes should have been disqualified and gotten a fine, and all Lakers fans should wear Clippers jerseys for the next week. Because that was uncalled for. Yeah, that was uncalled for. But you know another thing too, that I'm trying to find the best way to say this, but a lot of the guys who get in the dunk contest aren't like superstars. Like back in the day, you had the superstar players doing it, and then you had some guys who was on the bench. You know what I mean? Who wasn't really that guy, but he can jump. You know, we can accept that. But now it was just like too many. I don't know. It's only those guys. You get what I'm saying? Like think about Jack McClung won 3 years in a row. Matt McClung, excuse me. And he not even in the league. He only gets in the league for the dunk contest. Like however many games he need to play, however many minutes he need to clock in to qualify for any All-Star events, that's the only time he gets to the dunk contest. And I didn't know, so I grew up watching Jason Richardson, who played for Michigan State and played for the Warriors and who won the dunk contest for the Warriors back in the day. I didn't know his son was in the league. His son, Jace Richardson. And then he fell and all that. And he like a little kid. He looked like a little kid. I didn't know he was in the league. So you get up. I mean, the only thing you're really hoping in that moment is he's just like if he's like his dad. You're just hoping he's going to be like his dad. Let me ask you this: if you had a son, and you went to a dunk contest, and he was like, "Dad, I got you," and he went up there and just missed it, and fell like that. How would you feel?
But I give him an A for effort, bro. I can't even lie.
A for effort. I give it to him too, man. Because you know what it is? I think we underestimate the dunk contest because it is hard though. You gotta imagine it's hard. Like, have you ever dunked?
Like twice.
Nah.
3 times. Bro, I'm being dead serious, bro.
Dog, there's no such thing as I only dunked twice.
I dunked
twice. That's like you never done.
Nah, I mean, I keep track of my dunks, bro.
So just so y'all know, anybody who ever dunked twice, let's be clear. Anybody who ever dunked twice, that means it's one of these dunks.
Yeah.
Fingertip dunks. The dudes who only dunk twice has callus. You got the calluses on your hands, huh? Like the little calluses. That's the dudes who dunk twice. That's what they get. There's no such thing as I dunk twice. You ain't a dunk. But think about this though. Do you remember where you dunked at?
It was like a 24-hour finish or something like that.
24-hour finish, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember how many? Was it like the first attempt, or was it like you had to keep running up? Did you do it off the dribble? Did you just like one of the people who run and stutter step and then go jump?
No, I was running. It wasn't off the dribble.
Off the dribble, right?
No.
So think about that.
It wasn't. I was running.
So think about that. You all off the dribble. No, you was just running, no dribble, and you was at 24-hour fitness, the comfort of you and 3 friends. Imagine how these guys feel with millions of people looking at them, watching them. Excuse me. And they got to do these guys is jumping in the air, twisting, turning, throwing the ball between their legs. The eye and hand coordination in the dunk contest is insane. Like that's the thing for me. Like I'm not too hard on these guys when it comes to the missed dunks and all that kind of stuff. I'm not too hard because I know it's a challenge. I know it's a challenge. I know it's a challenge to go up there and do a 360 between the legs and dunk it, and then everybody going crazy. And then they also practice that stuff. Just imagine having to practice those dunks. That's killer, bro.
I think that's should be a criteria for the dunk contest and like elite hand-eye coordination and acrobatics. Because you look at some of these dunkers within recent times, they have that. They have elite hand-eye coordination and the kind of acrobatics to where they can kind of move in the air a little differently. Now these past dunkers, they didn't really have that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. I think they had a little. Like my homie jumped over E40. All right, now jumping over a human being. A human being.
Like,
E40 like 6 foot.
He was like 6'8".
So what? You gotta. First off, look. We listen. Think about what we're talking about. You have to jump over a person, clear him, and then you still gotta focus on putting the ball in the rim.
I'm not saying it's still impressive, but it's not nothing crazy.
Oh my gosh, bro.
The one dunk that what's his name? Carter Brown did the off the bounce. I think it was between the legs. That was more impressive than him jumping over.
That was you know what made his dunks impressive? Because he jumped so high. He was still going up. All the other guys' dunks were like they were still going down. You know what I mean? They was kind of going down on the end of their dunk, so it was like fingertip dunks. It was them little 24-hour fitness joints you do. What was the dude name for the Heat who won? What was the name again? Look up his name real quick. I mean, but Buddy was Disco Inferno. He was a dancing machine out there. I said, some of the points they gave him came from his dance moves. Like, not all of them was that good. Not all of his dunks was like, I'm not going to say they wasn't good. I'm just going to say, I don't think he should have. I think he won because Bryant missed his. He missed it.
His name was Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn,
excuse me. Keyshawn Johnson, you can tell he wanted them. He wanted them dudes that come in the club. And he in every girl face. He just danced. He danced. He was a danceaholic. My man clicked his heels together like he was Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. My man's 6'10". Like I think there is a height limit to dancing. Yeah, what Chris Brown 6'1"?
Yeah,
that's
6'1",
where it stops.
6'2".
That's where it stops. After that, you just too tall. After that, everything is a two-step. You too tall to be moving and dancing, and he was acting like he was dancing like he was 5'8", 5'9". I said, man, he up here dancing too. But
you don't think the dunk contest could be an opportunity for young and up and coming stars to make their names?
Not anymore. They shoot threes.
Like what I'm saying, like we know Keyshawn Johnson, we know like Jace Richardson. What's his name?
These dudes ain't gonna do none of that stuff in the game.
But I'm saying though, like
my first introduction to Stromile Swift was the dunk contest.
That's what I'm saying. Like you get to.
But see, here's the thing about it. That was when the game was dunkers. Like if you had hops back in the day, you can jump back in the day, you might make the league. You didn't have to have a crazy 3-pointers. You don't even think about 3-pointers. You ain't gotta worry about that. All you gotta do is be able to dunk, run the floor, pass, hit a little midi, 12 to 15 foot, 12 to 17 feet, play some defense. My man Hakeem Warwick, skinny. Yeah, but he was a dunker for Syracuse.
But it could be a chance for to build your own, not like a boxer, right? You know how boxers got social media, they try to do things on social media to build their own brand. It could be a chance to build your own like name in the league. Like so when people tune into the Heat games, oh, he was in a dunk contest. Now they're watching you to see who you are and stuff like that. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Like
I know they watching you, but I mean, if you look at their contribution to their teams, they're not playing. Stromile Swift was playing. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's more so like you just don't know these guys to get excited about them. You know what I mean? So unless they doing something crazy, like we knew who Carter Bryant was. because we went to his game in high school. You know what I mean? We tracked him since high school. My fault, guys. I'm getting distracted with this phone. But I think the dunk contest was decent. I think it's decent, bro. But and here's the thing. I only think it's decent because, or I don't give it a hard critique because I know why it's only decent. I know why. The reason why it's only decent is because we've seen better dunks. We know people personally who can dunk. We can go to their page and go see it a million times. It's not the same. Right? Like I said, when we was growing up, it was only like 2 people you know walking up the street doing a windmill. That was it. And everything else, you had to wait. You had to wait until you watch a Atlanta Hawk games with, what's his name? Dominique Wilkins. Watch that candle right there, bro. Did you see the skills challenge?
I did see that.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Now I want to make this clear. If you didn't have a problem or didn't see a problem with the way Drewski was passing the basketball, stay out my comments. You don't know, like, you didn't have a good childhood. You didn't have a sports childhood. Like Drewski, like when I see some of these entertainers, right? I think to myself, yeah, you was definitely funny. Like, there's no way. I couldn't imagine my life without sports growing up. I couldn't imagine it. But then I see guys like Drewski and I'd be like, that's what I would have been doing. I'd have been the class clown the whole time because ain't no way he was passing the ball like that. And then they only let him do 1 round. Everybody else they stuck with it, and once they got him out of there, they was like, hey, bro, listen. My man threw a pass and went over the head. Like, bro, what are you doing? But Drewski, shout out to Drewski, man. Drewski, I love it, and I'm not hating on him because I do definitely love to see these young guys do their thing and be superstars, especially when they come, especially when they come. Especially, my fault, man. Especially when they come from like social media platforms like Instagram, they become famous and they getting these big opportunities. I do enjoy that. But, I was looking at Ron Harper, right? I think I'm better than Ron Harper now. He missed the first layup. I think I'm better than him. If Ron Harper wanted to smoke on the basketball court right now, we can work it out.
Yeah, how old is Ron Harper, bro?
No, yeah, listen, bro, you're getting into details. Okay? All you need to know is that I'm better than some former NBA players right now with the torn ACL. I think, listen, Ron, holla at me, bro. I got the smoke for you, gang. Because the way Ron Harper missed that layup, dog, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to work on Ron Harper for sure. Corey Maggette definitely carried the Young Bulls. Corey Maggette and Allen Houston. H2O, it carried them, bro. They carried them. And you can tell Corey Maggette, he's still in shape. Like, we just got done talking to Marcus Thornton. Marcus Thornton, former NBA player, former LSU legend, and not former, but LSU legend. And he's talking about, I still play, I still work out, I still play. Like, there are some players who literally can never stop playing basketball. Like, I'll be real with you. If it wasn't for my ACL being torn, I'd still be playing basketball. I still probably play basketball every week, every day. I'll probably still be I still probably be in the Drew League just at 40 years old. Because, basketball is addicting, man. And you can just tell these guys love the game. But nonetheless, the Knicks squad won H2O. I think it was H2O, Jalen Brunson, and your boy Cat. They won. I think the skills challenge was interesting. A couple things about the All-Star, about the All-Star festivities. Listen, I like Vince Carter. Big fan of both of them. Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. When I play 2K, I do play with the 2000 and whatever Raptors, 2001 Raptors, so I can play with the cousins together. But let me say this. Fellas, you don't got to wear a suit all the time. Everything doesn't require a suit. And maybe and I get where y'all coming from. Like, oh, I'm gonna throw the suit on. But I think what messes up is Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is not wearing a suit. He got shades on. Like, just relax a little bit, guys. Like, I get y'all some Florida boys, and maybe that's what y'all do down there, and that's fine. That's fine. I love it. I care about it. But y'all gotta wear a suit all the time, brother. Your boy Ludacris. Luda. His audio was messed up. Did you see that?
Nah, I see that though.
Are you a big Ludacris fan?
Nah.
You know what? I don't know why they had Luda though. They wasn't even in Atlanta. Why would y'all got Luda?
I mean, take what you get, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Take what you can get. You know how many artists live out in LA?
You feel me? I mean,
Like any Lil Wayne. Get me Lil Wayne for an LA joint, man. Get me the best rapper alive. Just the best rapper retired. Give me that guy, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Luda. You know what I mean? But Luda getting the bag, man. Shout out to his agent. Shout out to his agent to pull that off.
This shit got E40. He was in the building.
Nobody don't know E40 music. You know E40 song? What E40? Like, I'll be real with you. There's no disrespect to E40. I like E40. But I moved to the Bay Area in 2006 for school. And I remember arguing with someone from the Bay Area. They was telling me like, yo, E40 better than Nas. And I was not, we was, in, like, I didn't even know. Like, I knew who E40 was, but I knew him from Three Strikes. Three Strikes is a movie, right? Three Strikes is a movie where E40 is in there. He was speaking in code, like Fizzle, Badizzle, and he was doing all that kind of stuff, right? I thought that's what he did. I didn't know he rapped. I didn't know he rapped until it was like, oh, dumb. That's when I was like, oh, E40. And you know what though? He do be spitting though. Like I can see if I can see where a person was coming from with that. He do be spitting. But no, bro. No, not E40 for the All-Star game, bro. Maybe Lil Wayne. But why not new guys? NBA Youngboy.
Nah, you're not gonna have nah.
Don't y'all like? I'm not an NBA Youngboy guy. I mean, I got a couple of his songs, but that J. Cole. So he just dropped the album. J. Cole.
J. Cole would have been cool.
You know what I mean?
But
like
that would have required a bag though.
Huh?
J. Cole would have required a bag.
He would have did what?
No, he would have cost.
He would have cost a bag. I mean, what you think? Luda think Luda don't cost?
I mean, he's gonna be cheaper than J. Cole.
Yeah, he's gonna be cheaper than J. Cole for sure. I'm trying to think. I'm not like a young guy. Roddy Ricch, he lives in LA.
Roddy Ricch would have been cool.
Roddy Ricch would have been cool for y'all, right?
I think it would have been cool. Yeah.
Kendrick gonna cost you a bag too.
Kendrick gonna cost a bag.
Yeah.
Kendrick would have been perfect low key. Into a Dome, Inglewood. He would have been perfect, but he would have cost a bag.
Yeah, he would have cost a bag. He would have definitely cost a bag.
Rod Wave.
I mean, you could have got some LA rappers. You could have got
Snoop.
Nah, Snoop would probably still cost you a bag.
Yeah, Snoop
would cost you a bag. But Snoop would have been better than Ludacris for me. We could have went. What's damn, I'm trying to think of his name. But the problem is it's so universal. You have to get the big stars from LA. You have to get a Snoop. You have to get a Kendrick.
Does it have to be an LA star though? Could it be?
If you was going to go that route, right? Like if the route was let's get somebody from that city. Yeah, you gotta go big time. LA sound don't translate once you get out of LA.
What you mean?
You think people listen to LA rappers outside of LA?
Bro, people listen to Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is a universal artist.
That's what
Snoop Dogg is the most famous artist ever.
But he's from LA though.
Oh, that's the only
he has an LA sound.
Snoop, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Snoop Dogg, yes, but that's the only one.
Kendrick,
yeah. But everybody don't feel Kendrick all over the place.
Bro, we can go down the list, but everybody feels LA rap, bro.
Kendrick, no, I'm with Kendrick.
Yeah.
I listen to Kendrick, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if the dude from Alabama is like going crazy over Kendrick.
You can say that with like Biggie, dude from Alabama.
People love Biggie,
but
the times was different though. You ain't have 95 different new artists. You had 4 at a time. You see my boy Dr. J?
Nah, what he do?
Man, they had him dressed like a YN. Like, yo, listen, Dr. J had a hoodie on. I think that was his gear, his line, the Rucker Park I think that was his line. But he had that on. He had the fanny pack across the chest. Then he had a do-rag line. He had a do-rag line. I said, yo, Dr. J got his man. And you know what? And listen, here's what threw it off for me. Because I know Dr. J wears suits. I know he wears suits. I've seen him wear suits. And he in there with the do-rag line. He lit. He lit. Dr. J was some shit. Dr. J like 60, 70 years old, bro.
You think that was him or his stylist?
Huh?
You think
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a stylist.
his stylist,
Listen,
babe?
y'all gotta stop getting these young stylists for these old heads. Yo, like it's okay. Like we gonna accept you, bro. Like just those, like we out. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't want him to wear a suit, but he could have been grown man casual. We could have been a grown man. He could have threw maybe a polo on, but they had him do-rag line. I'm like, damn, he just was in the back napping, but he had his hair laid, trying to get the gray waves. One of the things I noticed though with the All-Star game this year was that it wasn't packed out. It wasn't packed. You ain't see that? Like that's why they had to put them lights at the bottom of the seats. So them lights keep lighting up, it looked like somebody sitting in those seats.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it wasn't packed, but the tickets was crazy. You talking about tickets was damn near 2 bands. I think the cheapest one was like $400.
Yeah.
That was nosebleeds.
I mean, I feel like that's expected though.
Why?
You in LA. 2 is an All-Star game.
But you gotta sell the shit out though. You gotta make people want to do it, dog. You gotta make people want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's more so a thing of yes, I like it, but nah, the All-Star game. You know, again, the All-Star game just doesn't give you the same feel. It just doesn't give you the same feel. I didn't like the 2:00 in the afternoon stuff. I didn't like that, bro. Like, it's like this, right? I get it. You got to spread everything out because you're trying to do this type of game, that type of game. I get it, right? But that's the reason why we keep saying, I don't know which fans is voting for this. Are you voting for this shit? like it got to be your age group got to be voting for like all these new things because you don't really need that. I think it's the game is competitive if it's just one game. I think on a Sunday night it should start at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and we just sitting with our popcorn. We can all talk about it. I don't think we need that other stuff.
But you finish. You start the game early. You finish the game early. Then you out the rest of the night,
bro.
You partying.
That's what I'm saying. Like the only thing that really hurts basketball, in my personal opinion, is that the tradition. Y'all just don't care about tradition anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like think about this. Christmas is because the people who celebrate Christmas enjoys the morning of Christmas. That's the phone calls, that's the toys, that's all that good stuff, right? That's all that good stuff. Imagine if you couldn't open your gifts until 7 o'clock at night. You just had to walk by him in it on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It like sure it might still be exciting to open your gifts, but it's not fun no more. It's just suck the life out of the tradition, man. So that's the only thing I didn't like really about this year's All-Star game or All-Star weekend is that they just keep clearing out the tradition, man. You gotta let stuff be traditional, bro. Talk about the All-Star game. You didn't get a chance to watch the All-Star game, so I gotta carry it. Ant-Man, listen, bro. You might not want to be the face of the league. But guess what, bro? You are. You got the charisma. You got the style. You that guy. You that dude, bro.
I saw him hooping with his earrings in.
Bro.
Was he the only one with earrings in?
Bro, when I say, listen, bro, I saw this interview. I saw a post game about Ant-Man, right? And one of the not the excuse me, a press conference, and one of the reporters asked, "What would you tell a kid?" This is not verbatim, by the way. What would you tell a kid about social media, like how to manage social media? And he said, "Look, I haven't been on social media in 3 or 4 years, and I can see. The reason why I say I can see it is because he's in his own world, bro. He's in his own world. He don't care what people think of him. He don't care what he look. He don't, man. He come to everything with sweatpants and flip flops. He ain't looking to dress up, nothing. He is stacking up, chilling. He doing his thing, bro. Like, and maybe they don't want to say he's the face of the league because of his off court stuff, or maybe they don't want to say he's the face of the league because he's just himself. He's not politically correct. He's not looking to be politically correct. He's not trying to dress like anyone else. He's not trying to show off. His thing is, my game is going to speak for itself. And this is how I'm coming. So, if he didn't want to be the face of the league, he's still the face of the league.
But you don't think that's why people like him, though? Because he's...
Yeah, I think people love him because of that.
And you don't think that's what's going to... Maybe was Allen Iverson ever the face of the league?
Yes.
Like, what would you consider he was?
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
Will you think... I feel like there was someone in the NBA time where it's like the league don't want him to be the face, or he doesn't want to be the face, but he's going to be the undisputed face of the league. Like,
yeah, I think that's where he's at right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's where he's at right now. I think Allen Iverson... For Allen Iverson in 2000, that 2001 run, the 2000, I'm going to say 2000, 2002 run. Allen Iverson was the face of the league. He was on everything. He was everywhere. But the league just couldn't stand it. They couldn't stand the cornrows. They couldn't stand the baggy clothes. They couldn't stand the chains. They couldn't stand the partying. They just couldn't stand it, bro. They just couldn't stand it. Then when he came out with the press conference, practice, it just was a bad representation. And Anthony Edwards hasn't done nothing like that, but he looked like a person who would do it. He seems like a person who would do it.
I feel like he has more sense than that, though.
Yeah,
You don't think so? Because
he's living his truth. And when people live their truth, they're unapologetically them.
But I feel like he's learning from other people's mistakes. Like, because you see John Morant, he's seeing other people.
I just don't think Anthony Edwards that type of person to be carried like with the gun stuff. I think that's anybody. I think you would learn from that. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about he's not trying to be in the media. Even the way he shoot his commercials. His commercials with his friends. He's singing a song. He is like Jason Tatum and Anthony Edwards commercials are completely different. You get what I'm saying? Like Jason Tatum want to be the face of the league. Anthony Edwards, he just wanted to make his boys proud. He pointed to his hat, the A. You know what I mean? He care about putting on for Atlanta. That's the difference with Anthony Edwards.
I feel like that's what's gonna make him become. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's the face of the league right now, whether you want to admit it or not. Yeah. But maybe the league don't want to say that. Maybe the league don't want to put the money behind him. They can try to dance around SGA. You're trying to find little cute commercials for Luka and all that good shit. But he's the face of the league to me. Yeah. The Rising Stars won the game. Well, not that they wasn't the Rising Stars. What was it called?
Stars.
Yeah, the Stars. They won the game. They won the game. I mean, the OGs they got burnt out. And that's what it would look like if they all formed together. Like, you know how people are like, oh, yeah, they want super team, Mr. If LeBron, Steph, Kawhi got all on the same team, they'll get burnt out. They'll get cooked because they're just not the same. They don't got the same legs. You need some young guys around them. You need some young guys around them that can play defense all game. They got something to prove. That's going to play hard. That's still trying to earn minutes. When you LeBron and you KD, you done did this a million times. You done did this weekend a million times. You done won the MVP a couple times. Like, you don't got nothing to prove. You really want to see the young boys play. You're not gonna let nobody cook you. But at the same time, it's like, look, if I scored 14 points, 24 points, I'm happy. You know what I mean? So So, but that's listen. If the Stars didn't win, I think the league would be in trouble.
You think
The
so?
league would be in trouble at that point. Like this, the Stars didn't win. What the fuck? How they didn't win? The league would have been in trouble because you don't want the like these the guys who going out of the league. These guys is 18. They trying to squeeze the juice out of them dudes. Pause. They trying to make sure like dog. Listen, we got your sneakers is selling out. You go one more contract now. They trying. Kevin Durant done played for what? 3 teams already? 4 teams? He didn't play for. Kevin Durant done played for. Obviously, OKC, the Warriors, the Brooklyn, the Suns, and the Rockets. This is a premier player. This is a player who's top 10 in all scoring and still active. Like, he just dancing around. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron got 3 teams under his belt. He Cavs and Lakers. Sure.
You what you think about people saying the U.S. don't give any effort in the world? You know what I'm saying?
I told you.
Try to drive that
Because
device.
the U.S. playing for they playing for the hood. They already won. They already won in our eyes. They already won. They playing for back home. The Wemby came out the way Wemby came out. He came out like I'm playing for France. I'm playing for a country. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing. I'm playing for the. I'm representing something. When Giannis playing them games, he playing for a country. He playing for a country. So, no man, it's a difference. It's a difference in mindset, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the other teams are better. They just, like at the end of the day, the international player has just really become welcomed by fans. Like they've been in the league for a while, but you're talking about kids like, oh, I want to be like SGA. I mean, it's Canada, but you love Luka though. You know what I'm saying? Like people, we just talking to Marcus Story, and Marcus Story was like, yo, Jokic is my center. You know? So it's like we just now welcome them so they got something to prove in this moment. But give it like 10, 15 years. They're gonna be like, it was all good. You know what I mean? Kawhi Leonard came out, he was balling. But here's the thing people probably don't want to admit. They play defense. They play hard. Kawhi Leonard was playing defense. They was playing hard. They had some steals in there. It was guys diving on the floor for loose basketballs. It wasn't a lot of long ball threes, but it was threes. But here's the thing with the threes though. These are the best players in the world, so they deserve it. They deserve to shoot some outlandish threes sometimes. Now, the only problem we have during the season is like number 41. Who are you? Why are you shooting 4-8? Why are you shooting more shots than Jason Tatum? Why are you shooting more shots than Jaylen Brown? Like, you know what I mean? That's the only problem we have with the threes. I like to think so. I mean, obviously you want to see guys go to the basket, go score, go dunk on somebody, go get a hard foul. But for the most part, man, I just think those guys shooting threes in an all-star game, they deserve it. They really do deserve it, man. You know, like the guys that stood out to me the most is Wemby, Kawhi, and Ant-Man for that game. I like the way they play. I think they represented their city, their teams, themselves very well in this game. And I also like the energy around the game. I'm not a fan of the tournament. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather you just pick 12 guys or 10 guys, however many people get picked for the All-Star game, and just go to war. Just go to war. Have fun, but you know what I mean? But I'm not a fan of the format. But I'm a fan of basketball, so I find, when you're a fan of something, you love something, it's like your wife, you know what I mean? Unless you get tired of her, you still find something to love about her. No, I'm joking. But unless you feel me. But but yeah, man, it really, I find love in it, bro. I find love in it. So it was a good game. It was a good game, good festivities. You guys get a break. All-Star weekend. I'm not saying it's back. I don't want to say it's back. I'll say this, right? There's certain things in life you can't relive. I've been talking about this a lot lately with my close friends, like close friends as if people I'm close to, not like Instagram close friends. And some of my friends, they always want to talk about what we did back in whatever year or whatever. And it's like, bro, we can never relive it. You can do it again, but you ain't gonna feel the same. It ain't gonna feel the same. It ain't the same. And that's how the All-Star game was always gonna feel. For a guy my age, guys around my age, guys close to my age, or in the vicinity of my age, or the same age column as me, we're never going to feel the way the young kids feel. You got to remember, there's a 7-year-old boy who never felt how the 80s and 90s All-Star game felt. And they love this format. They love everything about it. The celebrities, the clothes that come out, the everything. And we got to respect it. We got to understand that the game is always going to evolve. It's always going to change. It's always going to allow for new things, nuances, the style, skills, um, energy, all that good stuff. And we got to accept that, man. We genuinely got to accept that, love that. And for me, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the game. I'm a fan of these young players. Ant-Man is my guy. I like what I was about to say playing on 2K. But yeah, Ant-Man, Wemby, all those guys, man, they deserve it, bro. They deserve it. I'm looking forward to it. Keep the All-Star game going. Don't abolish anything. Just keep it straight. Just keep a simple format. But hey, maybe guys like my man E right here is in behind the scenes voting. Like, yeah, don't listen to my old heads. Yeah, we won 4 quarters of different teams. But nonetheless, man, that's all we got today. I only want to talk about the All-Star game today. We back on Wednesday. Make sure y'all guys tap in. Make sure y'all guys like, subscribe, and share. Make sure y'all follow us on all social platforms. Score Society. It ain't hard to find. You want to support the brand, brainwash to think elite. Go to goalsactivewear.com. I repeat, goalsactivewear.com. Use code RealHoopers. Get yourself a discount. Use Real Hoopers at checkout. Get yourself a discount. We just dropped the Real Hoopers hoodie. So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all cop up. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Until next time, let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society.